Hey everyone, Nightmares Are Forever here. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to consider clicking the subscribe button and ringing the bell, that way you can stay up to date with notifications for when I post new videos weekly and new shorts daily. With that being said, let's get into it. The Backrooms are a fictional location originating from a 2019 4chan thread, one of the best known examples of a liminal space aesthetic. The Backrooms are usually portrayed as an impossibly large, extra-dimensional expanse of empty rooms accessed by exiting or no clipping out of reality. This video is brought to us by TikTok user PopPaperKKB5. And in this video, this TikTok user has seemingly stumbled across a hallway that very much gives backroom vibes. It just feels like a liminal space. You've got the beige walls, the standard neon lights above, and obviously once you know about it, you start thinking about it, your mind just kind of pushes it to that place. Is this actually the Backrooms? I don't think so. But looking at this from all angles, if enough people believe in something, the Tinkerbell effect, or the self-fulfilling prophecy effect, takes place where things can manifest and happen. Maybe collectively we created the Backrooms. But that's just a theory. Nonetheless, though, like I said, I don't think this is actually the Backrooms. I think this is just an empty office space that's got a creepy vibe to it, with some dirty carpet. This video is brought to us by TikTok user DatGuyPhilly, and this guy apparently is a realtor who's shooting a home for a listing, and he comes across what seemingly would be a Backrooms inspired room. Although I don't think it's inspired by the Backrooms, I think it's just really poor taste from the 70s that happened to channel into something creepy. Honestly though, looking at the space, you could shoot a pretty dope Backrooms indie film here, although there's no point in doing that now since A24 is making the movie. It's an interesting clip nonetheless. What do you guys think? Do you think this could be part of the Backrooms? I'm not so certain myself, but I'll leave it up to you to comment down below and share your opinion. Do you think the Backrooms are real, or do you think this is just a silly SPC or creepypasta that's just run rampant over time?
So I'm photographing this house, right? And I walk into this room, and holy Backrooms, bro. What? This is crazy. I don't know whether to be creeped out or like really pleased with this room, but it just keeps going. It's crazy. And then I found this. It's a little secret room for things.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user SideQuest Media, and in this video we have some friends who are filming what would seemingly be part of an abandoned mall when they come across a door that looks like it could possibly lead to the Backrooms. After watching the clip several times, I have come to the conclusion that they have to be in some kind of abandoned department store, which is not that uncommon these days with the state of the economy and the world we're in, and I think they just happened to find a really good spot that fit the aesthetic, and so they filmed it, and here we are. With dead malls popping up all across the country, urban exploration's never been higher. So it's quite possible they're inside like a Dillard's or a JCPenney's or a Sears that just didn't survive the hands of time.
Video. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Whoa.
Hey. Got my cameraman right here.
Hold up.
Open it. Look at that whole bunch of. Are you ready?
Number 4. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Kevin. And in this video we have a group of friends who are playing the elevator game. Now it's said with the elevator game, if you push the correct sequence of buttons, it'll transport you to another dimension or world. Now, according to this, they opened up the floor here on some strange area they've never seen before. When the door closes and reopens, they're no longer on that same floor, or that floor has changed. It's hard to tell. Kind of Backrooms-esque in the way that if you do the wrong thing, you could end up somewhere you're not supposed to be, and you could be trapped there. That's kind of the whole point of the Backrooms. This was the first time I've heard of the elevator game, but I'm sure there's plenty more clips like this, as this is something that's originated from across the world. But as you can see here, Well, the door opens, supposedly at the same floor. It's no longer the same, and that freaks the kids out. So, what do you think?
Xong bên đây nè, xong bên đây nè. Đây nè. Chừng nào để tao không cần để đâu. Phía bây giờ. Chết. Nó. Giọng nhanh lại. Từ đâu mà mình đi.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Ari Bubbles Emoji. And in this video, we have a group of friends who supposedly stumbled across the Backrooms. More likely, they're in an abandoned museum or some kind of abandoned area that used to, it looks like a school almost, or some kind of play place. Could even just take the leap and say it's another abandoned mall. Regardless, these friends are someplace that's abandoned or where they shouldn't be, and they're exploring what seemingly is a place that gives backroom aesthetics or liminal space vibes. And unfortunately, like most clips of this nature, it's short, it's not very explanatory, and at the end of the day, you really don't know what you're looking at. Do I think this one's the Backrooms? No, I think this is an abandoned mall. Also, if you're going to film yourself doing urban exploration like this, don't put your face on there. You're admitting to a crime, essentially. This is breaking and entering.
Oh, hell no!
Nobody's in here. And they're just waiting to just watch. Look, yeah, I see it. They're just, you can be just in there. What the fuck?
Number 6.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user KE''ANA, or Kiana. And in this video, Kiana works at some place that seemingly has another place attached to it. She's looking for this area she shows you at the beginning of the clip here, and she's checking different rooms trying to find access to what looks like an area that could be the back rooms. More than likely, this is just an older part of the building that's been shut off or walled off, and equipment was left behind, hence the computer. But given the lore of the back rooms, it's not hard to see how someone could assume that that's what we're looking at here. Is that what it is? I personally don't think so. Do I actually even believe in the back rooms? Somewhat. I think it's a very interesting concept. It's very fun to dive into the lore, but it's hard to say for certain it's real until we see actual proof. What do you think, though? Comment down below. This video comes from TikTok user Urbex Colorado. My guess is, given that name, he probably does urban exploration. In this video, he happens to come across a part of the mall that looks like it's shut off, and he finds his way into it. He stumbles across seemingly what would be an abandoned department store, and as you can see here, it's just kind of fallen to ruin here. It was large and empty, and it's just kind of interesting to see places that were designed to be full of people just lifeless and trapped in time. Malls are closing all across America, and if you're lucky, you can find places like this. You just have to be careful when exploring because you're not supposed to be in places like this. As fascinating as I find urban exploration, I don't think this is the Backrooms. I think this is just a dead department store. But as always, I could be wrong. Comment down below. Share your thoughts. And that was the Backrooms, ladies and gentlemen. An interesting concept, but hard to fully believe or show on camera. What do you think, though? Was it real? Was it fake? Did you appreciate today's content? If you did, make sure you click the buttons, like, comment, share, subscribe. All help me out. Regardless, though, just know I appreciate your viewership, and I'll scare you in the next one.